My name is Nancy Woods, and I welcome you to the Center for Spiritual Living in Granada Hills, and welcome you in the room, and as well as those online. And I know a lot of you were expecting Reverend Dr. Mike, but something came up medically, and so I'm here instead of him. And I always welcome the opportunity. And also welcome one of our new practitioners, Jenny, who is going to help me with this evening's service. So I think that this is always a wonderful opportunity to step into our spiritual space with those who are open-minded and reaching for an inner awareness. And we start this service this evening, we're starting it with the Lighting the Flames of Faith, a call to service. We perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all people, all faiths, all sentient beings come from one great universal presence, which we call spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unified nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. So as Jenny lights the first candle, it is for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony, equilibrium, the natural way. We light the second candle for the shamanic tradition, honoring the beliefs and practice of all indigenous people, the way of primal spirituality. We light the third candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle for all forms of New Thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. We light the 10th candle for those who are as yet unaware of spirit in their lives, and for the space we are holding for them here at the center. And as Jenny lights the healing candle, please put silently into the light the names of anyone you wish to have experienced the healing flame of God's eternal love. And Reverend Mike, and also my nephew and my family.
I'm thankful, so grateful. I'm one with the Spirit all around me. I'm thankful, so grateful. I trust in God. I surrender, I surrender. I'm one with the Spirit all around me. I surrender, I surrender. I trust in God.
Welcome here tonight. And as we shake off the day and relax, roll our shoulders, I invite you to close your eyes and enter that sacred space where there is one presence, one all-knowing, all-seeing, all-loving presence. And this one power is there for us to use whenever we want to and whenever we need to. And this power is loving kindness, it's balance and complete knowledge. I know that I am in union with this one power. This power is in me as me. And each person that I meet also has this power. And thus I say, the God in me salutes the God in you. And so I know that when I am given a challenge, when any of us are given a challenge, that the first place that I go is inside to my higher self. This power knows the answer even before we ask. This power guides us to rise to any challenge that is given to us. And I know that when we meditate, as we do here tonight, any problem that we have, any answers that we're seeking, just ask. Be still, be quiet, and the answer will come. I'm thankful for this and thankful that we have this quiet sanctuary to sit and meditate. Thankful for Reverend Mike, Reverend Nancy, Reverend Maureen, and for all the people that help this sanctuary to exist. I release my word to the law, I let go, as together we say, and so it is. Okay, so this month we are talking about power to the people. That's our theme. And I would like, this part of this idea is the power of peace. Peace for yourself, peace for the world. And that is what I want to talk about tonight, the power of peace. But first, this is a special talk for me tonight. It's the last day of my challenge, which was a gift I gave to my son for his birthday, which was on October 14th. I'll explain that in a minute. Tomorrow is my birthday, and I will be 73, and I'm very happy to be here, be alive, and they say that any day above the ground is a good day. So now let's talk about peace. Okay, I invite you to take a moment and imagine a world where peace reigns and where the power of the human mind is devoted to the pursuit of knowledge, innovation, and understanding. A world where science, in its purest form, is used as a tool to unite rather than divide, to build rather than destroy. John Lennon once asked us, imagine all the people living life in peace. In that simple but profound vision, we can also imagine how peace would elevate all of our principles of science of mind. When our minds are free from trauma of war, the pressure of survival, and the pressure of elections, we are capable of incredible creativity and innovation. Buddhism teaches that inner peace is a state of mental tranquility that can be achieved through meditation. This inner peace can then spread outward to inspire others and promote peace in the world. Okay, now let's get to the challenge. So for my son's birthday, I asked him what he wanted, and he said, I want you, me, to follow the layman's 5 precepts for 10 days, from his birthday, the 14th, to my birthday, the 24th, okay? Here's the 5 precepts, if you're not familiar with them. Okay, the first one is I undertake the precept to refrain from destroying living creatures. Well, I almost killed a spider, a cricket, and a fly. But I didn't. But it was so immediate. Nope, can't do that. And it was a good feeling. The next one, I refrain from taking that which is not given. That seems simple. I was in the bathroom here getting changed because I wore my Elizabethan dress on Sunday. And I wanted to hang it up, and there was a purple hanger on the door. And I thought, It doesn't belong to me. I don't think anybody would mind. It's still there. But yeah, I didn't take it. Third one, I refrained from the precept from sexual misconduct. That was easy. No problem there. Fourth, I undertake the precept to refrain from incorrect speech. This one was difficult. Judging, lying, I didn't lie, but judging, gossip, that kind of stuff. Just little things, but I was aware when I was doing it, and it's like, the fifth one, I undertake the precept to refrain from intoxicating drinks, drugs, which can lead to carelessness. Well, I'll do that tomorrow. Today's the 10th day, and it's over. The Buddha also refers to these precepts as gifts, and that's what gave my son, who is a monk, Yasa is his monk's name, Josh is his given name, the idea to ask me for this gift. I must say I'm proud of myself and I'm proud of my son for wanting the best for his mom. This accomplishment goes with the idea of peace, because when I'm true to my word and mindful of what I'm doing, I feel peace in my heart. And in closing, I ask you again to imagine a future where people are impeccable with their word and function in their daily life with loving kindness and peace. That future is possible if we dare to dream it, and more importantly, if we dare to work for it. Thank you. So, announcements. Okay, practitioners are available today. I'm a practitioner, Reverend Nancy, and Reverend Susie, yeah, for a 2-minute tune-up. There is a new Zoom meeting ID for fellowship. You must email Lisa for the invite. The information is on the screen. No, it's not on the screen. Oh, well. Thursday, ongoing 7 to 8, AA will be hosting a reoccurring open book study in the children's room. That is open for anyone to attend. Please contact Liz C. at 818-640-2458 for any questions. October 30th, 7 o'clock. This sounds interesting. A drumming circle will be held, and this is facilitated by Bowlerjack. Is that right?
That's right.
And, the annual Harvest Festival, November 2nd. Tickets are on sale, $65 per person, October 15th through November 1st, $75 per person at the door. Please see the flyer in Sparks Hall. Tickets can be purchased online. I did mine online with Danny. It was so easy. At the CSL website by clicking donate button and adding Harvest Festival to the memo section. You can also purchase tickets by contacting Danny at 818-363-8136. And two other things. One, we postponed the 4 theater classes because they more or less, especially the first one, interfered with the Harvest Festival. We're postponing it to early next year. And we're starting the giving bags. There'll be a list in Sparks Hall, and I will put a list on the Constant Contact November 1st. And we have probably almost 100 bags. So we're probably going to have adults help us decorate them as well as the children. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I thought since the topic is about power, I reached and got Louise Hay's book, The Power Within You. With what I have experienced with my family, with the transition of my nephew, I experienced some people's sense of why didn't I know something. So this little paragraph, little section she wrote, responsibility versus blame, I thought was very appropriate. So I wanted to utilize it to go into the meditation. It's, as Louis says, I also believe that we contribute towards the creation of every condition in our lives, good or bad, with our thinking and feeling patterns. The thoughts we think create our feelings, and we then begin to live our lives in accordance to these feelings and beliefs. This is not to blame ourselves for things going wrong in our lives. There is a difference between responsible and blaming ourselves or others. When I talk about responsibility, I am really talking about having power. Blame is about giving away one's power. Responsibility gives us the power to make changes in our lives. If we play the victim role, then we are using our personal power to be helpless. If we decide to accept responsibility, then we don't waste time blaming somebody or something out there. Some people feel guilty for creating illnesses or poverty or problems. They choose to interpret responsibility as guilt. These people feel guilty because they believe that they have failed in some way. However, they usually accept everything as guilt trip in one way or another because it's another way to make themselves wrong. This is not what I'm talking about. If we can use our problems and illness as opportunities to think about how we can change our lives, we have power. Many people who come through catastrophic illnesses say that it was the most wonderful thing that ever happened to them because it gave them a chance to go about their lives differently. A lot of people, on the other hand, go around saying, I'm a victim, woe is me, please doctor fix me. I think these people will have a difficult time even getting well or handling their problems. Responsibility is our ability to respond to a situation. We always have a choice. And I don't know if that is significant to others, but with the experience I had with talking with my relatives, I think I thought, oh, this is very appropriate. And so what I found, though, is that when we say things are appropriate for other people, it's time to take a look inside. And so this is what I had to do. I had to look at me and see where, how did I use this experience to see it as an opportunity to expand my spiritual understanding of life. And that's what I found. One of the first things that I found is I don't need to fix people. Well, I found that out quite early. And the other thing is that when I allow myself to go to that place of feeling sorrow and that sense of regret because of some experience in my life, I immediately can find a growth out of it if I turn around and see what is trying to emerge for me out of this. And a lot of good has emerged for me. I had a wonderful weekend. I went to a memorial service where he lived, and it was just a beautiful experience when I heard so many people talk about how beautiful he was, how loving he was, And they all were all different walks of his life, from his educational life to his work life and to his personal friends. All of them said the same thing. They're going to miss him because he was such a loving, caring person in their lives. And I said, oh, so I have something to appreciate. I appreciate that I had an opportunity to know him, to be with him in a lot of experiences. And he was a loving, joyful experience in my life. So I wanted to open it up tonight for us to meditate and kind of sit with the idea that we appreciate ourselves where we are and how things are. And the whole thrust with this about this power is to understand and realize that that power that we are talking about the power within each one of us. And it was really interesting. I had an opportunity to actually talk to a couple of my nieces and nephews about the power within them and that they had this power. And it was quite interesting because I normally don't go, I call it a little bit proselytizing to my relatives. I don't do it. But when I talked to them about this, the receptivity kind of blew me away. It was like they were looking for an answer. And I gave what I was saying, gave them a way in which to deal or to process. And it was like, wow, this did turn out to be a blessing in a lot of ways, a gift for all of us. So, as we meditate tonight, I was thinking that power that is within us, we sometimes think that we have to find that special feeling. At least that's been my experience. I want to find that special feeling. But one of the things I learned from Carol Mays is just to acknowledge it, claim it, and from that acknowledgement and that claiming, just sit in it and know it is happening, that you are aware of that power within. And she says that's as far as you have to go. And then look at your life and you see how it unfolds from that place. And I think that one of the things that I learned is I looked at the little things first and have had to allow them to spread over to the bigger things. Look at the little ways in which Spirit showed up in our life. I think that Spirit shows up in everybody's life, moment by moment, as studied in class, through grace, the grace of the Spirit. It's always there. And as soon as we open, so if we claim it, we are allowing it to come forth into expression through our thoughts, our words, and a whole action of being. So, I want to let us just meditate on knowing that that grace, that power, and that presence is always with us. And just sit with the thought that we accept that that power is with us. So as we get comfortable in the place and just recognize how we are supported by this power. We know it is showing up right now as the chair we're sitting in. And as our feet are solid flat on the ground, let's know that the earth, that we are connected with that divine power of the earth itself, and that it is supporting us. So our feet are comfortable knowing that the divine presence of the earth is holding us. And as we feel this sense of relaxation in our bodies, we feel it in our legs, our hips, our stomach areas, our pelvic, and we feel it as we take a breath, and we feel it in our chest. And we allow our shoulders to just relax, and relax in the idea that we are so supported, we can be at ease. And as we rest our hands and open them up with receiving the divine presence as it flows in us, through us, and as us. Because that inner presence has now become our outer presence. So as we take a deep breath and we let go, allowing ourselves to totally relax. Let's take another deep breath. And allow ourselves to let go of the day and the thoughts that may have gone before. And one more deep breath. Allow ourselves to be totally willing to surrender to the power within. Realizing that this is the power of love, the power of peace and harmony, the power of wisdom, and as we let it nurture us, invite the joy of its presence to come forth. So as we be still and know, I am that I am. as we gentle. So as we gently bring ourselves back. Into conscious awareness, how that inner is manifesting as the outer. The awareness of this divine power of being is an awareness of the wonder of our physical presence. And every cell, every organ, every aspect of who and what we are radiates this true perfection of being. We feel the harmony as it operates in our bodily function, in our minds, and in our hearts. We truly appreciate sensing and knowing that the love of the universe is the energy that is flowing through us and out from us. And in this place of acceptance and gratitude, we are willing to be responsible. Therefore, we accept the greater way of being. That in which we let the grace of the universe, that divine presence that is always with us, through us, and as us, and all of its ways of manifesting harmoniously in all activities, all expressions. With every breath we take, we accept within us the unity of being one with that which is around us in us. And it is for us. And we are grateful when we know that this oneness, this inner power, reveals to us the perfection of that which is before us in every individual, every relationship, every activity. And we feel the flow of this wondrous presence as it manifests lovingly as the energy of our body, helping us walk, talk, and express the love and the wonder of the truth of our being. It is with us open, loving heart. We welcome every opportunity to embrace the beauty and the greatness of being, and not only in ourselves, but that greatness of being in every individual that is in our experience. We lovingly accept that this divine guidance guides the words and the thoughts that support these ideas. And we are grateful for the beautiful, glorified presence that is revealed in every relationship. helps us and blesses us and helps us embrace seeing a greater expression of wholeness in all our loved ones. And we sense this divine givenness, bringing forth the love of itself. As the thought of anyone comes into our mind, we release and let it be. The power of this divine presence saying yes to life in our experience. As we go forth from this divine moment, it is with the energy and the love and the guidance of the spiritual presence. So our step has a lightness in it, a harmony and balance in it. We know that as we arrive home with ease and grace and safety, we allow ourselves to rest in this peaceful awareness. The Spirit always has our back. Always. For this greatness, for this wonder, and this love, we say thank you. And together, we acknowledge this dynamic law that is fulfilling these words as we say, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you all for joining us online, whether it's now or later. And know that the blessings go forth continuously.